Another Monday has come around, and Mike and I are going to be back down at the shed doing a little more work on the pinball machine and maybe a few other things while we're here. We didn't get a chance to get here last week. Mike had some doctor's appointments. I was busy the next couple of days. And all in all, we just didn't find the time to get down here. So we're picking up where we left off a couple of weeks ago. We've made some more of the plastic light bulb simulators to bring the light up from below the table up closer to the plastics, and we'll be installing them today. I cut a groove in the piece of black wood to allow room for the gate to swing open without touching, hopefully. We'll be installing and testing that out and adjusting the gate today. I did a little more software work, and so we'll check that out and see what that looks like. And who knows what else. So we'll bring you along. Okay, I just reinstalled this piece of black wood. There were two screws from underneath and this screw here, and I readjusted the gate so that it's lined up, I hope. Anyway, I'm going to turn the machine on now and see how it holds. I need to reset the computer back here in the back. Oops. Okay. Something is not quite right in that setting. The good thing is it doesn't hum when it's opened, but it doesn't come back closed. So I'm going to have to adjust that underneath a little more. So as you can see, Mike has arrived, and he is currently adjusting the gate. I'm making a couple of software changes, so I'll let this run while he's doing that, and I'll get back to my software work. So I'll probably put some music on behind this or something to fill in, unless you want to talk and tell the people what you're doing, Mike.
No, just making some slight adjustments.
Okay, so looks like we've got the gate fixed. It's set. It's kind of holding where it's supposed to be. When the gate opens, it opens. It doesn't make a lot of noise. Matter of fact, you can barely hear it at all. And when it closes back where it's supposed to be. So that looks like it's done. So we finally got a success in that. We still have a little noise in the flippers, but I think we're going to call those good enough also. So just so you guys can see what's going on, the last couple of things we've done besides fixing this gate down here is we've turned the brightness down on these LEDs because they were washing things out a little bit. We set the color of these to yellow so that they match the plastics that we put on. And I don't know if you saw it earlier or not, this has been going on all night, but we put a little animation along the keyboards here just to give it some interest up there. We haven't done the light pegs like I said we were going to do yet. But what we're going to do right now, we're just going to put the glass on to make it a little quieter. And we're going to play a little pinball just to see if everything works or what doesn't work. I think there's still a few bugs in the code, and so we want to find what we can find and fix those bugs when we find them. Have you added 2 players? Have you added any players?
There's one playing now.
Actually,
Yeah, because you got it locked out, remember?
yeah, that's right. And I write down that I'm not a very good pinball player. I'm not sure I can fix that though.
You can fix it. It just takes hours and hours of practice. It feels like a real pinball machine.
Oh, it's slipping.
Yeah. It's not moving at all.
Yeah.
So we got that one. All right. So is that game over? It must be game over.
It seemed like 3 balls. So
Now we should have 2 players.
all 1 minute. That's
All right. Let's fix it. We can't learn anything.
okay. I'm
if we
going to
can't
stop the
practice.
camera because we need to tighten down this one flipper. Flipper right here is slipping, so we need to fix that. I'll turn you back on as soon as we get the table back down. Okay, we fixed the flipper and we're playing pinball. You have some plastics missing.
Yeah. Whoa.
Come on. Got him.
That's a pretty weird sound.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's a game.
Nice. House ball, house ball.
Yeah, house ball. Oh, you know what? You just played my extra ball.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. You need to watch that stuff. So when we put the audio in, we'll have to say, player one shoots again, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You might as well go ahead, play. You just keep playing.
All right.
I don't really want to document my poor pinball skills.
Oh man, you've been some enjoyment out of this. You've been the one doing all the work. Well, I tell you, so far I have not seen anything.
Me neither.
I mean, I'm not watching the scores, obviously.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That light was on, but the gate wasn't open. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that. It might be a failure to reset at the end of a ball. Like it turned on because you had opened the gate and the ball ended without using it and it didn't reset. That's a possibility.
All right, so that's game over.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and open it back up and see if we can
Make
resimulate
happen.
that.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys on the video side of this, we believe that this light was on, but the gate wasn't open. The ball went through and drained out while the light was on. And I think it might be a problem with the light getting turned on and then the ball draining and it not resetting. So we're going to test that out right now.
And I don't, did we score enough to win the game, or do you have that set yet?
I have it set, but I don't know what it's set on.
All right,
Okay,
it's
so
not kicking.
why didn't it kick the ball?
Don't know.
So there you go. That's a. Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely something there. Unless it's. Oh, we're starting, we're playing.
Let it drain down and see what it does. See if it kicks the ball back up. No.
So it's not registering that the ball has drained. With
Okay.
a single player.
Power it off, power it back on.
Alright, so it looks like maybe it's getting lost somewhere in the code
Yeah.
during gameplay.
Okay, so.
Gate. Open the gate just to make sure that's still functioning.
That works. Okay. Drain it. Drain it down. Let it go into the.
Alright, now it's still on,
Yeah,
and
so-
it's second player.
Right. So this light stayed on, but the gate's not open.
But it shouldn't be, because we're now at second player.
Well, shouldn't the light should have gone out as soon as the ball went to drain, regardless of which player it was.
Right, so the
gate should have
is
closed.
acting right. The
Right.
light should be off
Right.
now.
I agree.
Okay.
And if you drop through this, the gate opens, and now the switch turns the light off, but the drain doesn't.
Right.
So that's definitely just a tiny bug in the code of
And that's
resetting.
only going to happen if you're playing two players.
No, we were only playing one player.
Are we?
Yeah,
Yep, you're right.
the state is the gate opens and then it drains and the light
Without going here.
and it doesn't turn the light off when it resets. The basically table reset routine
Right.
isn't turning that light back off. So,
So write that down.
so
And that might be what's going on down here too.
I don't think so.
We definitely got to figure out why that's happening.
Yeah, I know. And I might have to add some debug code to see where we get to. Because I had this happen last time I was here. And so it's common enough that it should be easy to find. Table reset not.
So was that the end of the third ball? Yes.
I don't know.
You know what we need to do? Well, I guess we can do it while we're diagnosing, but once the end of the third ball, give me something.
Right.
So I know the game's over because we don't have it coming
Yeah.
on.
So we
back
need
there.
to add an attract mode.
Yeah.
Did this table have an attract
No.
mode?
No, it does not.
And I can understand that you wouldn't want mechanical machines running continuously to do attraction.
So we can come up with a really pretty attract mode, I think. We got lots of options. We got these. We got these.
Yeah, so-
we got these. We got these.
The other thing I could do is just, add a printout thing. I mean, I thought about doing something until we get the back table or
Right.
backboard lit where we can say which player is playing.
Right.
To use these lights or something or, whatever. We could do something to.
But that's just a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to waste.
I do want to do an attract mode, but that happens after we get it all ready to go.
But it's usable now to know when
It
the
is
game's
usable
over
now.
because we're like, okay, did the game end a ball short or did we play 3 balls? You don't remember.
Right.
So
And right now we don't know how many games are on there. So it'd be nice if maybe these things would go bleep, bleep, bleep to however many games is on.
Okay.
When the game is over, wait 5 seconds and then go bleep, bleep, however many games is still
Right.
on the game. Just so we know.
I can do that. Yeah, and it can rest and then do it again and rest and do it
Yeah.
again. So
All right, do you want to keep troubleshooting?
we might as well keep on playing. So this light thing here, well, hit the thing and see if you get a credit. So for the last few minutes, we've been playing around with the plastic light extension that's sticking up out of that hole, checking lengths and stuff. And this is the shortest one we've done. And I personally like that look better than a long piece of plastic sticking out of the hole. But we've been talking about problems like this one right here. The holder underneath isn't holding this up level. And we're looking at potentially doing a new holder design, which would be a button that comes down from the top and the lamp screws on the bottom. And so we might wait with these light bulbs until we get the new holder design done and see how that works. So we're probably not going to do any more light bulbs this evening. So we've been continuing on with our testing and checking all of the option switches in the back and stuff. We've determined a couple of things. You guys saw earlier that this light wasn't resetting. We decided that we want to add an attract mode when we're at the end of the game so that we can tell that we're at the end of the game. We checked out the free games to see if we won free games when we got to a certain score level, and that code is not working. We're not registering free games when we pass the game limits that we have set. And we just discovered an interesting problem with the tilt circuitry. It's sort of working, but not quite. So we're going to demonstrate that. So when the ball starts playing, everything's working good. And I'm going to grab this ball so that it doesn't drain. And Mike's going to pick it up and just knock the tilt button so that it's tilted.
The slam tilt.
The slam tilt button. So now the table has tilted, so we're no longer getting any play, no buttons. But the problem is that when the ball drains, it doesn't reset. Once that ball drains, it should say the ball's over, the game, that player is over, reset everything and start the next game. And that's not working. And Mike said that also when it tilts, all the lights should go out. So that's something that I'm going to work on this next week to get that into the code. So for the most part, that's kind of where we're at for today. The pendulum tilt and lift tilt isn't wired up yet. We're going to wire that up right now. I'm probably not going to film that, but so this is going to end the filming for today. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll give you more next week.